Hey, everybody. I see John is on here from Ryker Parking Only. So, John, if you could give me a quick response if the mic is working. I have this whole new cool setup. I look so professional. Ah. So let me know if you can hear me, okay? And we'll give it a couple minutes to see who else joins. We've got 6 people joining. Yeah. If you just got on, say hi in the comments so I know that you're here. Let's see. Hey, Beth, what's up? Rolling with Ano? Is that rolling with 3 wheels? We got 2 rolling with guys here. All right, all good. So that's awesome. Thank you, Keith. Not quite the professional setup as you. I have my kitchen back here, my living room. I need to get a green screen so I can make it like I'm in like the Swiss Alps or something, taking a break. Greetings from Canada. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Rolling with Anna. Am I pronouncing that right, I hope? Okay, Hopper's on. How you doing? That's so cool. Let's see, we got Louisville Own Stress. Louisville's Own Stress. Hello from Louisville, Kentucky. I've been to Louisville. Isn't that where Mammoth Cave is in Kentucky somewhere? But Louisville was a great trip. I took my son there. It was amazing. Let's see. If I break out in song, it's because I've got this good mic. You do not want me to do that. Regina, hello from Charlotte, North Carolina. I know, this is a cool backdrop. Ryker Parking Only wants to know. Oh, Heather's on and she's she's still moderating. I love it. What's up, Heather? How you doing? Was about to head out, but wanted to say hi. Hello. You can't leave now, Heather, because now you're moderating. So, I hate that my eyes are always kind of here, looking to the side instead of at the camera because I'm reading the comments. So I apologize. Keith says, "Hey, Ryker fam." Keith, you've been very busy. You've got some success going. I do have my trash can in the back. That's not cool. I really should have cleaned up my back. Let's see if I push over here. That looks better, right? Let's see. There you go. Now you don't see my trash can. That's much better. I need to do this stuff before I get started. We do need to plan a ride. Heather, where are you located? I know I think you're out near Baharan, but where are you located? I'm going to be heading to, this is pretty cool. I'm heading to Georgia soon. In about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. I'm going to head to Georgia and be there for almost a month. So if anyone's watching from Georgia, and I would love to find a time and ride together. I'm going in for the Georgia 3-wheel event, the Atlanta 3-wheel event, and see what's going on there. So if you're going to that event, or if you're in the area or passing through, I will have my bike with me. I would love to ride with you guys. I love riding in Atlanta and Georgia mountains. Grumpy Ryker Rider, how you doing? Let's see. Okay, a lot of comments coming in. So let me, it's hard for me to read. Let me tell you what happened. I went to the eye doctor, and he decided to do this monovision thing where he took one contact out and one contact stays in to kind of do the nearsighted, farsighted thing. So I can see really well up close, but the comments are really small, and I'm having a really tough time focusing with my contacts. So I'm going this week to get this fixed, but I'm having a real tough time reading the comments. So Rolling with Ano asked me, what do I think about the new stick shift for the reverse forward on the Ryker? So when it first came out, I was like, oh my God, it took me like a few minutes to get my head around what it was and how it works. But now I think it looks kind of cool. It reminds me of those old suicide shifters. I like it. I think it's kind of cool looking now. I like how it looks, and I think it's super helpful to other people. So there's a lot of people that ride Rikers that are disabled. So I find that if this makes their life easier, which is so many people that it will help, I love it. And it's grown on me. I kind of think it looks cool. Are you thinking of getting one? I like it. What's up, good Beth? Wilfredo. Let's see what else we have here. Then I want to talk about gas prices in a minute. I just posted this on one of the on the Women's on Road page. Oh, you live in Tennessee? Okay, that's Heather. Let's see. You can get to Georgia. Let's do this. We can meet halfway too. We can meet somewhere and find a cool ride. I would definitely meet up with you, Heather. After all, you're my moderator. How can I not? So Rick, I will be, I'm going to be in like the Kennesaw area is where I'll be located. But have bike will travel. So I go all over Georgia. I love it there. Just the further in the mountains, the better. Let's see. Okay, Hopper says, love the LED light kit. Very cool. Michael Taylor, hey, what's up? Ryker Parking Only wants to know, okay, Hopper, where in Oklahoma you're from? I think we've got someone else on there from Oklahoma. And okay, so he already answered that. How come they don't put on an alarm system on the Ryker? I don't know. I don't believe there's an alarm system on the Can-Am Spider either. So I don't know. Do bikes typically come with an alarm system? I always thought it was an aftermarket kind of thing. But what do I know? I think the alarm system personally is how to even start this thing. It has such a complex way to start it. It's not like you just, like some other motorcycles, you put the key in, turn it and go. This has such a unique system to turn it on that I'm not sure people could figure it out if they didn't own a Ryker. And check out my interview with Amanda, a W amputee Ryker rider on my podcast. See, that's really cool. That's awesome, Keith. It's amazing that a double amputee can ride the Ryker. I just think that's so cool. Can you imagine, like, you've ridden your whole life, you get in a horrific accident, I don't know what happened or how it happened, and you think you're never going to ride again, and then the Ryker comes out, like, fully automatic, give you the same feel as riding on a bike that you're used to, and to be able to modify it and fix that so you can ride again is just so cool. I've already done the Dragon. I don't know if I need to do that again, Heather. Not that it wasn't amazing, but I want to experience other rides. I want to do not such as John, help me out. What's the other ride there that I always have trouble pronouncing the name? There's another really cool ride there. I forgot the name of it up that way that I want to do. All right, Rick. So you're about 45 minutes from Kennesaw. So pay attention. Not pay attention, but if you follow me on Instagram and you follow me on here, I will be posting when I'm going to be there, and hit me up. What I love about traveling, especially in the summertime, what I love about traveling is going out to different places and meeting new people. So if wherever I am, I always post that I'm here. Let's get together. So it's just so fun to be able to meet the subscribers and meet you guys and meet my fans and stuff. It's really cool. I love it. And it's funny, last year I came in and I met with Ryker. Her name is Denise, and she and we met because she wanted to meet me from watching my channel, and we've become like best friends. So it's fun. I love meeting new people. I need to offer people $10 if they could start my bike. Never had a pay. That's funny. So Ryker Parking Only says that he used to offer people $10 if they could figure out how to start it, and no one could ever do it. That's funny. Oh, thank you, CD. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Let's see. I love these private little conversations that are going on between Oki Hopper, Ryker parking only. I love that. Oh, Cheryl Hola Skyway. That's what it was. Yeah, Heather. That's what I want to do. Ryker would definitely go. I think she works during the week, or she's like she'll make the time. She'll definitely go. That'd be awesome. No, I cannot enlarge my text. I know I feel stupid. Let's see. No, I can't enlarge my text. I need to enlarge my eyes. Well, actually, let's see if trying to see if I can enlarge my text. I don't think I can. My eyes are adjusting, I think. I would definitely love to go to Cheryl Hola Skyway. I think that's a much prettier ride than the Tail of the Dragon. Tail of the Dragon is all about the turns, which are amazing. But there's only a couple parts where you really have an amazing, beautiful view. And the rest of it is just the twisties. DMore331. I'm going to read this out loud because it's so nice. You are the most knowledgeable person for Rikers on YouTube, and I appreciate your videos because I just got a Riker and I've learned so much from them. Thank you. You're welcome. I use this expression a lot, and I really mean it when I say it. A comment like that, not literally, because that's not true, figuratively, it makes my heart smile. Like I literally feel warm all over. I really appreciate those comments. It is crazy hard work to make the videos and produce them and edit and do all the stuff that's like, I'm a one-person show. And half the time I'm sitting there with a tripod trying to film me and get it done right and retaking it and doing it. And then I do my own editing. I do all my own comments. I do my own everything. And so to know that even one person out there appreciated the video, and it helped them, makes me want to go on and do the next video. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Rolling on 3. Thank you so much, Keith. I appreciate do you call it a donation? What do you call it? I appreciate the gift. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Michael says he agrees. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate it very much. Brian says we're in a restaurant, so we can't hear you, but hugs. Hi, Brian. All right. Much love, Heather. Have a great dinner. Have a great time going out. Three-wheel obsession. Thank you so much. I like the emojis that are coming in. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so nice. Thank you. The Ryker came out and I got my RTL. The Ryker came out after I got my RTL. They're so cool. Yeah, they are cool. The RTL is great too. Ryker parking only. Thank you. You guys are so generous. Thank you very much. Loving how Google Browser enables live caption on my desktop. That's so cool. So let me ask you guys. I went on a ride today, and everyone knows, the gas shortage, everything that's going on right now. So the pipeline, everything is back and everything's starting to filter out, but there's still a lot of gas stations that have no gas. So I fill up. If I see a gas station that has gas, I fill up. I'm like very afraid of running out of gas, especially on the Ryker with its small tank. So I'm almost embarrassed to tell you what I paid today here in Florida. Florida's like crazy high. For premium gas for my Ryker, it was $4.24. It was at a Shell gas station. And I really felt like I was totally taken advantage of. That's a ridiculous. Normally for premium here, it's around $3. I don't know how this particular, I guess it's supply and demand. They can charge whatever they want, and there's a line out the door to pay it. So I'm curious if anyone out there, I just posted this on Women of On Road, a poll or something on there. But I'm curious, is anyone, because it's so expensive right now, is anyone putting in the lesser gas? Is anyone putting in the 87, the 89 octane, and the lower numbers? And I'm curious, or petrol or whatever, people in different parts of the world that are watching. And I'm curious if you put in the lower grades and how your bike is doing. Before I get any riffraff that the bike has to have 93, has to have premium or 91 gas, it is recommended to have premium gas, but it says your bike will do okay on 87 or higher. But if you want optimum performance from your bike, which of course I do, it recommends 93. So you're not gonna, it's, some cars you have to put in 93 or you'll tear it up. So the Ryker doesn't have to have 93, but they recommend it. So I'm curious if anyone here has been kind of playing around with the cheaper gases based on, I mean, $4.24 for a tank of gas is just crazy. So I'm just kind of curious if anyone has played around with that and their experience with that. Okay, where's the cookie man? Oh, I don't know, John. Rolling on 3. We are Ryker content producers, must support each other. Thank you, Keith. Absolutely. I think only other producers or YouTubers know the work that goes into it. And it is hard work. And your channel, getting the guests on there, you work very, very hard, Keith. If anyone hasn't heard of Keith, he is the Rolling on 3. He has a podcast and he interviews people that have Rykers. And I think maybe his latest one was a W amputee and how shoe rides and the modifications, I'm sure. So check him out. He's got some really cool interviews. I liked his interview he had with one of the executives from Can-Am, and he's doing a lot of good stuff. He's really, really moving and shaking. 3-wheel obsession gas is $3.65 a gallon here in Louisiana for premium. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm getting ready, to go on this trip to Georgia, and I'm planning on driving and trailing with my bike because that's just what I have to bring my dog and all my stuff. So that's the only way for me to do. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is going to be such an expensive trip just for gas. 3 weeks ago was $2.55. Everything is high. Yeah, it's crazy. How big is the Ryker's gas tank and how many miles to the gallon can you get? Good question, Michael. I get 30 miles to the gallon. That's like 30.1. That's the most I get. I've heard of people getting more. It really depends on your riding style, your weight, your this, your that. If you ride mostly on the highway, the Ryker is different. If you ride mostly on the highway, you get worse gas mileage, where cars usually do better gas mileage on the highway. But somehow with the Ryker, it is you get worse on the highway. So it takes how many gallons is it? I forgot how many gallons. John probably knows. It's on the tip of my tongue how many gallons it is. I was just checking my text messages in there. So you're getting on your rally, Sam's getting 34.5 miles to gallon. Yeah, that's great. I know I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I guess I ride it kind of hard, and I'm usually on the highway. I think it's slightly under 5 gallons. I think it's 4.79 gallons. It's not a big tank at all. And I ride a lot with Spider riders, and I'm always the first one to be like, I need gas. I'm the first one to pull over. It's kind of annoying. I have never had any problems with my gas, but I run some premium. Occasionally it runs great. Yeah. Haven't seen a reason to go for lower grade, even at higher prices. 5 gallons doesn't make for a massive difference in money. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Michael. Over time, it certainly does. If you're paying $4 a gallon, it adds up. But all right, so now we've got 5.1 gallons. I don't know. Somebody needs to look it up and get me an exact number of how many gallons it is. I thought it was slightly below 5. Maybe it's slightly above 5. I don't know. Somewhere around there. I know you can get about. Yeah, You get 146 miles out of a whole tank. The most I get out of a whole tank is, I think, 118 miles. How do these people get 146 miles out of a tank, man? That's crazy. 146 miles for a tank of gas? Wow. It's weird because mine is not like that at all. Owner's manual says 5.3 gallons. Owner's manual says 5.3. Google says 5.283. Yeah, it is 5. You're right. It is 5.283, which rounds up to 5.3. So yes, thank you both. Thank you, Ryker Parking Only. Thank you, Three Wheel Obsession. I appreciate that. If someone asks a question, I can't find the answer. I need to give someone an exact answer. You were close. Thank you. Hey, Scott. Hope you're enjoying the lake in your boat. He's my Harley friend that joins. He goes 325 miles on a tank of gas. That's really, Scott? That's crazy. Your Harley can go 325 miles on a tank of gas. Like, that's crazy. Any other questions? John from Ryker Parking Only has the owner's manual up and ready. So what's everyone's plans now that the COVID it's still there? I know somebody just got it recently, a kid, a teenager. But it's, everyone's controversial. Some people are controversial and vaccinated, not vaccinated, but it seems like a lot of people have become vaccinated and now things are opening up. So that being said, is anyone I know I am itching to get out of town. I'm itching to travel. I love traveling, and I feel like it's been this year of isolation, and I just can't wait to kind of get back out there again. So does anyone have any great trips planned for the summer? I can't wait to get out there. I went on a nice ride today. It's like an hour plus ride just to go out for lunch and ice cream with a bunch of my Spider Rotter friends from Miami Spider Group. And they're an awesome group of people. I love them. They're awesome. And we went out to Jupiter, Florida, which was a great ride. Rode along the ocean. It's a beautiful, beautiful day today. It's getting to be too hot, though. And you guys will hear me whining about it like a baby. All right, let's see. Can COVID be real okay. All right. We're not going to get political on the whole COVID thing. If it's real or not real, vaccinated, not vaccinated. I'm just laying the facts out that things have opened up, and are people taking advantage of going out and doing more things. Let's see. I also use seafoam. So you put seafoam in your bike. I guess that's an additive you add to your gas. I was told not to put any additives in there, but I honestly have no idea. Speaking of me having no idea, I just want to bring this to the group real quick. Someone posted on one of the pages, and I'm certainly not going to mention them because I don't want to, bring any attention to them or anything, but someone mentioned they were talking about my channel, and most people were quite complimentary. And then someone said, you can't blindly follow somebody on YouTube and just do whatever they're doing just because, they're not licensed mechanics and they probably don't know what they're doing. He's absolutely right. It wasn't really the nicest way to say it, but it was absolutely right. Just to be clear, and I really do think I make this clear in my videos, I am not a mechanic. I don't claim to be. I don't pretend to be. I don't work for Can-Am. I've never taken a Can-Am class. I probably should. But I am just a normal, regular person working on my bike. That is the niche of my channel. My motto is, if I can do it, you can do it, because I literally have no training, and I am following either the owner's manual or the shop manual, and I am doing per the instructions on how to do it. So, and if I get something from Sling Mods or any place else, if I get something from Spiderworks, Custom Spiderworks, whatever it is that I'm putting on my bike, I am on there and I'm following the instructions just as if you bought it and you're putting on the instructions. So it's just kind of my way of showing you that an average person that really has never, I guess I'm slightly mechanically inclined. I'm interested in that kind of stuff. I'm not clumsy with it, but I have no experience. I am certainly not an expert. I never claimed to be. So I was a little taken aback by it because I'm hoping people don't look at my channel as, well, there's Beth. She's an expert. She told me to do this and I do this. I'm hoping people are doing their own due diligence and figuring things out on their own. My channel is to guide you in a direction, and it is not like the answer to everything. So I feel like I need to put a disclaimer in my videos now. Like, I am not a licensed mechanic. I'm only having fun in my garage and with the little bit of tools that I have, and I'm trying to increase my tools slowly but surely to get the right sockets and the right wrenches and everything else that I need. But for the most part, I'm just winging it, and I'm doing the best that I can with the information I have. And what I'm doing is I'll fumble, I'll fall, I'll make a mistake, I'll burn myself, I'll do this, and I leave it all in there. I don't edit it out because I want you to learn from me. Be like, okay, if you do this project, don't do it this way because this doesn't work. Do it this way, and that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to tell people that I'm an expert. So I'm just trying to show you what I'm doing. So for the record, I just want to put that out there. Sorry for that little tangent, but I was like, man, I hope it doesn't feel like I'm an expert. Like I'm not trying to pretend like I am. Is it safe to ride to Atlanta? Michael, yes. I have ridden from Tennessee to Atlanta. If you're asking, so Michael Taylor asked, is it safe to ride from Nashville to Atlanta? I'm not quite sure what you mean by safe. So if you can elaborate on what you mean by that. If you're talking about COVID, are you talking about the roads? Are you talking about people? Are you talking about highway riding? What exactly are you asking in terms of safety? And so, I mean, I want to be able to answer your question. I think I just need a little more information. So, Deaf Riker Rider, I just saw your post on something of yours on Facebook. I think you tagged me on something. I just commented back. Nice to see you on here. You're going on a 2-week vacation on your Ryker. That is so cool. Where you headed? Is it a secret? All right. So Michael headed to Flagstaff, Arizona, Memorial Week to camp. Oh, that's so cool. Moto camping. Are you going moto camping or taking your car? That is so fun. Man, I miss camping. When I used to live in Atlanta, and I used to go camping quite a bit when I was there. It's many years ago. Now my idea of camping is, a hotel with air conditioning and breakfast in the lobby is my idea of camping these days. But I would do it again, though, for sure. Let's see, from Oklahoma to Iowa and to Illinois. That's so cool. Oh, that's where you're going. That's so cool. Wow, that's awesome. Make sure you vlog about that. That'd be a cool trip. Deaf Riker Riders going from Oklahoma to Iowa and Illinois. Very cool. So Riker for Life says, hello, Riker Rides. Because of your posts, I have purchased a 2021 Ryker 900 Ace yesterday morning. Congratulations. Welcome to the family. And I already put 100 miles. Thank you so much. That is awesome. I think you just posted that as well on Facebook, one of the pages, possibly, if I read that right. That is so cool. That's like, it's neat to think that watching my videos influence somebody to do that. That's just so cool. I appreciate your commenting on that. Thank you so much. All right, JD is getting a little political. All right, let's see. So Sunny Dafu, I just bought my Ryker, my first Ryker 900. That's so cool. Again, welcome to the family. You guys are gonna have a great time. It's so fun. It's kind of like I almost miss, because you never have that first experience. You have it one time and that's it. That's by definition. But I miss that first experience when you first get on it and you go. It's like, man, this is so cool. I still feel that way, and I have 10,000 miles on my bike, and I still feel awesome every time I get on it. There's I put this on my Instagram. It's a cool quote that says, "Getting on a bike, it gives you this like confidence that nothing else really does. You just get on the bike and you just feel strong, empowered. Like I'm a warrior. I'm gonna knock this day out. I'm on my bike. Get out of my way." I don't know anything else that does it for me. I just feel cool when I'm on my bike. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But my sister doesn't know I'm coming to surprise her. So, Def Riker, I hope your sister's not watching the video because we just spilled the beans. So, if it was supposed to be a surprise that you're coming in, hope she's not watching. Let's see. I'm trying to read and not squint. Oh, you're pulling the Ryker behind a motorhome. That's awesome. Ryker for life. Welcome to the Ryker clan. I love it. If there's any feature that... All right, Steve says, is there any feature, Steve Daniels, is there any feature that if they were to add to the newest year model, Ryker, would you want to upgrade? Oh, that's such a great question. So, I don't know. I've done so much work to my bike. I feel like I'm gonna, I don't know. So if they made something different about like a new model, would I upgrade it? I don't know. That's a tough one. Yeah, I would say yes. I'd probably pull everything off my bike to put on the other. I wouldn't want to. I'd probably just take everything and put it back and put on the new bike. But if it was like a totally different look, then I guess I would. I want the latest and greatest, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I've just done so much to my bike. It's so much work, but then it'd be fun to do it to the new bike too, I guess. I don't know. That's a good question. I think power steering, I think, would be pretty cool. That was the biggest difference for me when I rode on the Spider, when I did the test ride of the Spider. The power steering, I have no problem with the Ryker and not having power steering. But then when you get on the Spider that does have power steering, you're like, oh my God, this is like so easy. So I think if it had power steering, that would be a huge plus for me, I think. But I can't really think of anything else. Cruise control. Oh my God, I would throw my bike away for cruise control. I really love to have cruise control on my bike. Like one that's like a car, not like the Atlas throttle lock, but one that's, you when you brake, it turns off like a normal car cruise control. That would be awesome. You like my microphone, Brian? I love my microphone. I was like, it's such a cool little setup. I feel like I don't know, like an old DJ. Next on the 80s, Madonna. I don't know. I've got too much. Okay. What would you? What would be an upgrade that you'd like to see on a new Ryker? That's a great question. Let's see. You are too legit to quit. Thanks, Brian. Just got a front A-bar aluminum guard plates and end-link aluminum billets installed. Getting new rims soon from PPA. That's cool, Joe. That is really cool. That'll look nice. Did you get your end links from Bahrain? And if so, what color did you choose? Checking in from Washington, the state, not the swamp. That's funny, Greg. I gotta tell you, I'm not big on political stuff, but that's very funny though. Madrina, take your pencil case and pick out a pen that you can rub. I think I missed a comment from Madrina, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, Moderna. Maybe she meant Moderna. I don't know. Ryker Parking only says to upgrade to a new model, it would have to be something totally different. Otherwise, I can just aftermarket my 2019. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean they're really close. I would say within a year and a half to releasing a um electric, 100% electric Ryker. So as long as it can go the same distance I can on this small tank, I would definitely try. My only fear is like, for example, I go to Georgia and ride. So if I go to Georgia and ride and you're riding in the mountains, and like the closest little tiny gas station, they're not going to have an area to plug it in and charge it. So I don't know. Those kind of things kind of freak me out a little bit. Excuse me. Saturday night. Okay. Can you put a GPS tracker on the Ryker? Yes, absolutely. There's tons of stuff. If you Google like portable GPS trackers, you can put like a magnetic one underneath your bike. There's tons of things you can do. A friend of mine had one, and I don't remember the name. I apologize. But a friend of mine had one that if the bike is moved at all, like even like a centimeter, he gets a notification on his phone and instantly knows somebody's messing with his bike. So there's all kinds of stuff you can get. So yes, absolutely, you can get a GPS tracker. Probably the same one that you'd probably put on a car or something like that as well. Yeah, cruise control. I have a question for you. Today, I was riding in a group, and they're all Spider Riders. So they're not familiar with the CVT, and they're not familiar with the engine braking that you get from having a Ryker. And 2 people in the group, now 2 out of 7, so this is like a pretty substantial amount. So 2 people had said to me, one of them, like we were in, line and, zigzagging in formation on the road. And then one of them zips in front of me and cuts in front of me. So I'm like, hey, what happened? Why did you cut in front of me? And they said they can't stand riding behind me, that I never brake, and she almost hit me twice. And all of a sudden my speed just slows down, but she's unaware of it because she's behind me, and it's not braking. So do any of you guys have that issue, that people are like complaining about that? Because I feel like I don't know. I don't use my brakes as often as I should. To me, the beauty of the Ryker is that you don't have to. It has great engine braking. So I'm constantly like throttle and release. That's kind of, so if I'm on the highway, I'm keeping a normal pace. But if I'm in traffic, I'm just releasing, going, release, and that's how I brake. I'm not, very rarely do I use my actual brake. I'll use it at a stoplight to let people know, that I'm stopped. But so, and then someone else jumped in and said, yeah, I hate riding behind you. You never use your brakes. So I'm curious, do any of you guys ever have that issue, or has anyone ever complained about that? Because now I'm like thinking, okay, I really need to change my riding style and make it so letting people know it was dangerous. I'm glad they said something, because I want to know if people are about to hit me because of it. So if a motorcycle is doing that, I'm sure a car is coming up on me fast. So I'm trying to hit the brake more often, but it's not natural for me to do. So I'm curious how you guys ride, and if that ever happens to you. All right. Or someone said they want to put a plow, like a snow plower attachment to the Ryker. I mean, you can do anything, I guess. All right, let me catch up here. A 1300cc engine would be nice. I don't know. Devious, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I apologize. I think the 900cc is, I am very happy with the 900cc. I'm very content with the power it has. And there's lots of upgrades you can do to tune it and make it even faster. Bill Ramsey is your guy if you're looking to tune it. Yeah, so Ryker Parking Only says any GPS tracker you'd put on your car, you can put on the bike. I'm just catching up. I'm not sure if you guys are reading this, so I just read stuff out. An electric model, please. Yeah, it's definitely coming out. Thagama's over. It is coming out, guaranteed. They're working on it now. It is in the works. They're not striving to be the first. They just want to make sure they've got it right. So I appreciate that. A turbo model would be awesome. I can see that. Brian says, I'm not going to read that exact word though, Brian, but Brian says that Denise Riker says that heated grips in cruise control would be the bomb. So I don't know anything about heated grips. Being in Florida, I would love air conditioning grips and air conditioning seats. I know that Corbin makes an air conditioned seat. It actually blows cold air and hot air. You can get a heater. So I'm tempted to get the Corbin seat just for that reason, to have like nice cold air blowing on me all summer. That's crazy. That'd be awesome. But yeah, cruise control. Definitely. It says, yep, I got silver. Then painted them. That's pretty cool. Whitboy88 says, you're the best. No, you're the best. Thanks, White Boy. I called you Whit Boy, White Boy. Sam Smith, where are you? I was reading your comment and then I moved my mouse. You'd love to see a mod to reduce the revs at cruise and the cost of some acceleration. Oh, that's interesting. That would be nice. What is your phone number? Is that what you're asking, Daniel? Okay, it's 555-1212. Call anytime, day or night. For obvious reasons, I'm not giving out my phone number. Daniel, if you seriously need to reach me and I have a question or whatever, you can always reach me through the channel. You could leave me a comment. I read all my comments and respond to all the comments myself. And also, you could message me through Instagram, through Riker Rydes, and through Facebook. You could private message me through Beth's Riker Rydes. So hit me up on any of those channels, but my personal number, not so much. What type of cement do you order at Subway? I have no idea what you're referring to, Joey. Yeah, Michael, yeah, you pulse the brakes. I pulse my brakes when I'm at a stoplight. I do that just to make sure people know that I'm there. And I think Sling Mods has they have something that's when you touch the brake, it makes it pulse. So that's a cool little add-on feature. Okay. All right. All right, Martin, unfortunately, you're out of here. Your comments are crazy inappropriate, so please stop or I'll delete you from the chat. I deleted your comment, but this is a family show here. Family people have kids in the background and whatever, so let's keep everything nice. All right. John, I just made you a moderator, so feel free. Be nice, but feel free. Can I come live with you? No. Have you used the Iron Lung engine? I've never heard of that. I don't know if that's a thing, but I've never heard of that before. I reversed a tractor into my grandson. What? All right. Okay. So apparently Joey's left some inappropriate comments. You have to share with me later what they are. All right. John D in the house. The ice cream was delicious. I don't eat ice cream because I don't eat dairy, but or any animal products. But I had what did I have? Watermelon watermelon sorbet. It was delicious. It was ice cold, perfect. Thank you. Nice to see you, John. Always. John is really sweet. I'm going to tell you a quick side note about John. He's listening, and I'm going to make him blush. John leaves me John D leaves me the coolest messages when I leave when I post something on Instagram. He leaves me these really cool quotes about stuff. And like I left a message about Mother's Day, so he left me a quote, like a Happy Mother's Day message for everyone. And his quote was, I forgot who it was from, but it was if evolution, Milton Berle, I think. If evolution is a real thing, then how come mothers don't have 4 hands? I thought that was cool. So he comes up with these really cool, insightful quotes that he sends me. And if I quoted wrong, John, please jump in. But I think it was Milton Berle that said that. So I always look forward to his comments. It's really cool. He makes it unique. So thank you, John. So yeah, 3-wheel obsession. I did have the smart brake module on my bike, as many of you know, and I loved it. It was exactly what I wanted. It flashes when you take your hands off the throttle, when it slows down, automatically but at the same time, soon after I installed it, my brake switch went bad, and I think it was purely coincidental, but it kind of just spooked me, so I didn't put it back on. But my brake switch was bad. So big shout out to Brian, who's on here. He drove hours to get me a new brake switch so I could replace it in the parking lot. That video is coming out soon. And without him, I would have had to tow my bike from where were we? I would have had to tow my bike for hours to get home. So I can't thank him enough. So it was awesome. Okay. Wow. Joey got so many comments deleted. Okay. All right. So, oh my God. All right, John, I think you've deleted like half of people's comments. Let's see. You just remind me of a secretary. Okay. Cars are terrible. Bring back the weasel in carriage, I say. Yeah, a horse and buggy, right? That's the way to go. You feed him hay, you're good to go. Yeah. Wilfredo. Here's a good point. He goes, tell any driver to keep their distance from, they try to keep a tight ride, but they don't pay attention. I agree. Grumpy, I don't know where all the crazies came from. I tend to lure them in. I really don't understand. So I don't know what's going on, but John's very busy. All right, so catch you again. I like your channel. Good luck. Thank you, Rick. Best of, damn it, man. Okay. You missed one, John. Best of Dan, man. He just got his comment. It's just fun to retract people's comments, to delete their comments. Oh, so Jared asked a good question. Do you change the brakes on your own or have the dealer replace them? I will be changing them on my own within the next month or so. So if you want to stay tuned for that video. I don't need new brakes, but the brakes were, hey, thanks, John. John gave me $5 to keep a do-rag, to buy a do-rag to keep my hair in place when working under my bike. See, John brings it back. He's referring to the video where my hair got stuck. I lowered, I don't know how this happened actually, but my bike was lowered, and it lowered on my hair, and I was stuck underneath my bike. So I will do that, John. I don't think that's ever going to happen again. That was like a one-time crazy thing. So let's see. Let's see. I like the new. All right. So, did I answer the other question? I feel like someone asked me a question, and I was halfway through answering it. Oh, changing the brakes. So, yeah, I think it's very doable. You have to take the wheels off, of course. And so I think when I have my wheels off, I'm going to change the brakes and paint the calipers. So I think the calipers will look amazing in red. So that's my big project when I go to Atlanta, because it's getting too hot here for me to do big projects like that. So I'm going to do it there. And I actually have, I actually recently changed out my CVT belt, and that was a huge project. So that's coming up as well. So a lot of good videos coming up. And so Gary asked, what do I think of the new floorboards for the Ryker? I love them. I think I don't have floorboards yet. I'm kind of waiting on a few things, but I think those new floorboards look really cool with the R on them. I like them. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, why people are trolling here, but I think people get on YouTube and they just type in live, and whoever's going live, they get on there to try to mess with them. I don't know. Okay, so what else? Yeah, Jared. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. You know, you shouldn't need new brakes. I don't know how many miles you have on them or how hard you ride your brakes, but me, how little I brake, I'll probably never need new brakes. But it's always, I always like trying out new things and challenging myself of what's the next thing I could try to do on my own with the bike. So yeah, you know, whenever I'm doing a project like that, especially changing out the belt and things like that, that I always ask myself, what's the worst thing that could happen if I mess up this project? That like if I really mess it up, or my bike doesn't start, or I don't have brakes, or something gets really messed up, what's the worst that could happen? One, I wouldn't ride it. And then two is I would get it towed to a dealership and pay them to do the job that's, and I couldn't do it. And I would make a whole video about it, that I tried it, I failed, and I had to bring it in. This was too difficult. And I almost had to do that with the belt change. I couldn't get the belt to seat. And it took me a long time to figure it out, because the shop manual on that is horrible. Someone's like, oh, you need to get a shop manual. I followed the directions that a technician's using, and they left out so much information. It was just weird. I don't really understand. So my video goes into a lot more depth than what the shop manual says. But there was one point that I was like, I just gonna have to get this towed. I can't do this. I can't figure it out. And then it worked. And then I figured it out. So, and it's always fun. It's so rewarding for me, as it is, I'm sure, for other people too. When I do a project like that, it is so awesome to be able to get on there, do the project that I think is really hard. Like changing out that belt, to me, was changing out the spark plugs was a challenging project. Like anything that is I love challenging myself. Not in all aspects of life, but with my bike especially, I just think I love working on it. And it feels so great when you've done it and you're like, oh my God, this worked and I've done it. My bike rides great. Everything's great. It's cool. It's a great feeling. Okay, let's read some comments here. Brian says, I need more tattoos. I agree. This does look lonely. It says daddy's girl after my dad. And so if anyone doesn't know, my dad is very ill with dementia. And I knew when he was diagnosed that very soon he'd lose his ability to write. So I had him write Daddy's Girl in his penmanship, and I gave it to the tattoo artist, and this is what we came out with. But this is his exact penmanship. This is his writing, his everything, and I love it. And every time I think of it, it brings me joy. But yeah, I don't know. I want more tattoos, like a sleeve. No, I want something that kind of goes from here up on the shoulder. I don't really know if I want further down because I like to be able to wear short sleeves and cover it if I want to. You know, certain situations, like, tattoo is not so appropriate, but all right. Brian, I think you have a tattoo. Let's go get tattoos in Atlanta. Let's all get matching tattoos. Who's in? Who wants to meet for some Riker Rydes tattoos? I was about to say, if anyone wants a Riker Rydes tattoo, I'll pay for it. But now I'm scared. There's going to be like 100 people be like, I'll get it. And I'm like, Def Riker Ride has 19 tattoos. That is cool. I bet each one is meaningful. I bet every tattoo, like the best, I could meet somebody, and if they have tattoos, just talking about their tattoos, and you're instantly, connected to them. Every tattoo has a story, and it's just, some of it's a bad story, like, hey, I had too much to drink when I was with my buddies, and that's what happened. But it's a story. But I like the ones that are super meaningful. I would love to hear what your tattoos mean to you. Where's the best place to get a custom stickers? I need a 600 sticker cover to cover damage on my panel from my GoPro clamp. Shake my head. I know this is the person to go. You asked the right person. So for stickers or decals, you really want a decal versus a sticker. It'll stay better. And the person you want to go to, his name is Mark Zim, M-A-R-K, and then Z-I-M. Look him up on Facebook. He's on Etsy. He has an Etsy thing, Mark Zim. His decals are great. And they work on that rough material that the bike has. And just tell him anything you want, the size, the character, anything you want, he'll make it for you. He'll custom make it for you. When I was getting my wrap, when I was taking my wrap off and I had to take his decals off to put my new wrap on, his decals were really hard to get off. I mean, they came off, but they were much harder than the wrap that I had professionally put on. So whatever he's using, 3M, I don't know what he uses, but I highly recommend it. And if you can't find him for some reason, just contact me and I'll get you his phone number and hook you guys up. And tell him I sent you. I don't get anything, but I like to know that he knows that I'm taking care of him. He's a great guy, very conscientious, very good worker, very good customer service. Mark Zim. All right. Any other questions? I love when people ask me questions. John D says, one model of the Ryker floorboards is better than the other, I heard. I don't know. I haven't tested out any of the floorboards, so I honestly cannot say. I think with floorboards, you really want to think about it's a personal choice because some of them are like diamond or triangle shapes, some of them are rectangles, some of them are small, some of them are big, some of them are plastic versus metal, and so you got to think about what works for you and what your needs are and what you like, and a lot of it's just personal preference. But I think the main thing with floorboards is you want to make sure that it's easy to install. that you're not having to drill into your bike or drilling to anything. It should be easy to install for yourself. And also that it can hold a substantial amount of weight, because you want to be able to kind of step on it and get your leg over. So you want to make sure it's big enough to hold anyone's weight. Okay. So Ryker Parking only says the best upgrade he's ever made is his custom Mustang seat. He's actually taken that seat from bike to bike. I know that for a fact, and he's extremely handy. So he was able to make a holder for it on his Ryker, which I think the majority of people would not be able to do because he's welding, he's doing this, he knows what he's doing. But it's very, very comfortable. I'm a big fan of Corbin seats. They're crazy comfortable. I sat on the new seat from Sling Mods that they offer. I forgot who makes it. It's not Ultimate. I've also sat on an Ultimate seat, which is Ultimate. And I sat on the seat from the one that Sling Mod sells, the double seat, and that was crazy comfortable. I loved it. All right, let's see. Grumpy Ryker. I have a dragon tattoo on my hip. When I come visit you, you're going to show me. That's awesome. Or when you come visit me. Will you show me? He's like, oh, hell no. All right. What tattoo would camouflage wrinkles? You're so funny. I love your humor. Let's see. John D says, Guy had his wife's name tattooed on his arm, and then she divorced him later. It's a constant reminder, yeah. I would never get someone's name. The only name I would ever put on my tattoo, for a tattoo, would be like, one of your parents, or maybe a 50th wedding anniversary. Put your spouse's tattoo, because at that point, neither one of you are going anywhere. But you can always do a cover up on a tattoo. You can get that laser removed. There's things you can do, but they do some great cover up tattoos. You can get done. But yeah, leak. Okay. Let's see. It relates to adjusting the brake position. It relates to adjusting the brake position. Yeah, a lot of times when you put on the floorboard, you might not be able to adjust the brake as much. So I think it's one of those things. Once your brake is in a position, you typically don't adjust it ever again. You get it to where it's good for you, and that's it. And then you put your floorboard on. But I honestly don't know. I haven't done any research on the different floorboards. Let's see. Brian's comment. Did his mom tattooed on his butt, but when I laid down and put my legs up, it says, wow. I saw a funny tattoo. It was on the bottom of someone's foot, on the heel of your foot. It was a tattoo of a Smurf that was like stepped on the bottom of their foot. I just thought that was the coolest tattoo. Because like no one can see it, but the people who see it, it's funny. I like funny stuff. Brian. Grumpy says he used the Commander floorboards on both Rikers, and I'm assuming you're satisfied by that. I recently saw that the wrap was done on your Ryker, and when you put your custom Rikers rounded on your bike, very nice. And the custom Ryker rides rounded on your bike. Yeah, I had it. I designed my own wrap, and I have my logo put on the wrap. It's very cool. I'm very, very pleased with it. But I'm gonna have to hit up Mark for more. I want a logo on the top, because when I'm riding on my bike and I'm in traffic next to somebody and they're looking at my bike and they're asking me questions, And I want to be able to say Ryker Rides on the side because where it's positioned now, my legs are covering it, so you can't really see it. But my bike now I've got emblem covers that say Ryker Rides. Like I want it to be the Ryker Rides bike. I want to be like, no question about it. There's Ryker Rides. I'm like really proud of the channel, and I like the name. It's pretty cool. What else are we doing? I pick my Branke, just kidding. My buddy says that all the time. Oh, I bet you do have that, Brian. Riker parking only says we've really gotten off topic here, but that's okay. To cover up tattoos of people for wrinkles is you do like a guy and a girl or laying in bed or whatever, a guy laying in bed, and it looks like he's under all the wrinkles as blankets. That's funny. Oh, the rounded is the 3D. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, I added the emblems for the 3D. I'm also going to put on there the actually it just came in. No, this isn't it. This is something else, but it just came in somewhere. Oh, nope, same bag. Yeah, I have Nathan Clemens sent me their hubcap. They go in they're like little hubcaps, and they say Ryker Rides on it. So I'm excited to put those in soon. It'll be like a really quick video. Put those up as well. This week's video is all about the training class, the 3-wheel training class that Can-Am offers. And I was able to go in and film the class and film in part of, it's not obviously in the whole class, but I filmed part of the instruction, part of the ride time. And so I'm really excited to kind of put that out there because a lot of new riders are scared about taking the class. I don't know what to expect. And so hopefully this will kind of put that out there and help people. So that's what this week's video is. Let's see, I'm just reading right now. Richard says hello. Hello, Richard. Welcome. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for watching, Richard. I appreciate it. Oh, Tim took the class and loved it. It is I can't stress it enough. I had my motorcycle license before I took the class, so I didn't have to take the class, but I took it anyway. I actually went in because I didn't really feel the need to repeat the course part of it. So I went in the end just to test ride the different Can-Ams and to see what I liked and how it felt and to make sure before I spent the money that I really knew what I was doing with it. So, I mean, it's $99 and they seem to run a lot of promotions. I think for Women's Day, that was like nothing if you registered or $50 or something. So they're always giving good deals on that. It's worth every penny. And you also get your license. You don't need to do anything else. They give you the paperwork, and then the next week you take your paperwork and go get your license. There's no more testing. You don't have a drive test. You don't have anything. Everything is done in-house, which makes it awesome. Let's see, classes are awesome. I'm glad you're sharing. Oh, thank you, John. John likes my Mona Lisa. It's a little boy in the picture back here is a little boy, and he's doing a graffiti. He's got a spray can in his hand, and he's doing a graffiti of Mona Lisa. So, and then for this wall, I just bought 2 more graffiti pieces. I'm like really into graffiti. I missed my calling. I should have been a graffiti artist. Can you picture me on a bridge at night? Thank you, John. Brian, hi there. All right, so then there's Brian, and he says, hey there, love your videos. Gives it a real look at upgrades and what to expect. Well, that's awesome. So Brian, do you have a bike yet? Are you kind of getting ready to get a bike, or what's your thoughts on that? This has been a great chat. Thank you guys. Oh my God, we've been on for an hour. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What else can I tell you guys? So I just moved, and this is my new kitchen. It's a little better than the laundry room live chats. So, and I upgraded, got a cool mic. Tap, tap, tap. And what else is going on in my life? It's just very, very exciting. I'm thrilled going to Georgia in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So Richard says he just got his 600. Congratulations, Richard. Welcome to the family. I have a 900, and it's amazing. Most of my ideas come from you. Oh, thank you so much, Brian. That's so cool. It's like, it blows my mind. I have 7,500 subscribers, and I just, it's just so funny to me that people actually watch my videos, that people, it's just so weird. It's just weird to me. It's like when I started doing this, it was just, I was just having fun. And I thought, I'm gonna do some modifications and do some stuff. And the first few videos, I wasn't even in the videos, and you could tell, my skill level has really advanced since I started doing the videos. My first videos were facing the wrong way with the black bars on the side. I mean, and then I started learning more and growing. And so there's quite a few subscribers who have been with me since day one, when I was really a newbie. And so I appreciate everybody, my old subscribers, my new subscribers. It's amazing. I'm hoping by September that I'll hit 10,000 subscribers, and I'm going to have a big blowout, and I'm going to have tons of giveaways. I'm going to kind of hit up everybody I know to donate to the channel something, whether it's a Brandon King exhaust or Mark Zim's decals. Everybody that's done anything on my channel, I'm going to ask them to donate something. And I'm going to have a huge, huge, huge giveaway. So I'm very, very excited about it. I've got a lot of cool stuff in my mind going on for the channel, a lot of cool things that I want to start doing. And there's a lot of little side things I'm working on. And so it's interesting. So stick with me. It's going to be fun. It's ever changing. I'm keeping it interesting. I'm keeping it fresh. And that's what I'm trying to do. Is just kind of make new content, and I'm still very excited about everything that I put out. And if I'm, I've always said, if I'm not having fun, I'm done. Like this doesn't, so to speak, pay. So I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the love of my bike and for the love of working with everybody and the feedback I get. So it's, if I'm not having fun, I'm done, but I am having so much fun, and it doesn't get old. Sometimes I get a little burnt out. Every once in a while I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do another video this week. It's but then I get some comments saying, you inspired me to get a bike, or because of you, blah, blah, blah. And then poof, I'm not back at it. And I'm just so excited to have helped one person. So because of you guys, I love it. Thank you so much. And I love these live chats. I just throw them up, impromptu stuff to kind of, just interact with everybody. I enjoy it so much. So again, anyone that's just joining, I'm going to be in Georgia, the Kennesaw area, Cartersville, near Red Top Mountain, that area. And so if anyone's going to be if anyone's in Georgia or close proximity, that we can kind of meet up and go for a ride. When I'm in Georgia, I ride every day, all day. I've gone on rides with Brian and Denise that are on here, and we've been gone 12 hours one day. I couldn't believe we're gone that long. And I'm not tired. I don't know what it is. It's so fun. The air, the cool, crisp mountain air there is just awesome. So anybody wants to ride, I'll probably be there. I think it's the end of, look at my calendar. I think it's like the third, like June 22nd, 24th, or that week, the third week of June. I'll be in Georgia, and I'll be there for, I think 3 or 4 weeks. So hit me up. I would love to ride with you. I've got a a lot of people that want to ride. So let's get a big group, Ryker Rides group together. That'd be awesome. So Kevin, Kevin asked where in Georgia. That's where I'll be. John D asks, did everyone see Beth and her Can-Am women's video? So I'm going to tell you a funny story behind that picture. So they asked the Can-Am, the women's Can-Am group asked these women for the women's ride day to post a picture of 2 pictures of yourself, one with you and your bike and one of a hobby or something that you love. So the first time I sent the picture out, it was just me riding with my bike. And the second one was me working on my bike. And I thought, I should have some other interest besides the Ryker. So I found an old picture of me. I was in Iceland, and there was a amazing waterfall in the background. And it was beautiful, beautiful shot. So it wasn't really of me. I was in the picture, but it was the gorgeous Icelandic scenery that was supposed to be the focus of this picture. So what they did is they zoomed in on me. And it was a picture of me. I had been like hiking for hours, and like my hair, it wasn't the best picture. So I didn't realize they were going to crop it and zoom in on it. So it was just a random picture, but anyway, it went global or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm very pleased that they chose me and they put it up there. So I gave them the picture. I guess they can do whatever they want with it at that point, but I would have chosen a different picture if it was going to be a close-up. But thank you very much, John, for mentioning that. I appreciate it. It was very funny because one of the girls that I ride with from Miami Spiders, randomly, she was chosen too. And so she's not an ambassador or anything like that, but she was chosen. So that was pretty cool that a friend of mine was also chosen for it. So Richard, you can get me to 10K. So here's the problem. So Richard is talking about me going to 10,000 subs. Here's the deal. If everyone watching my videos subs, I'd probably be at 50,000 right now. It's like, it is weird, and it's typical with any YouTuber that I have so many people that watch my videos and watch all my videos. They just never bother to hit subscribe, either because they don't know that they watch it, but they don't have a Gmail account and they don't know how to set one up, or they don't want another email, or they just don't realize how important it is to hit like in terms of the stats and the numbers and how everything configures. So, but I think it's something like 70% of the people watching my videos are not subscribers. I forgot the exact number. It's like 73.2 are not subscribers. So if everyone just said, okay, let's all rally together and subscribe, I'd have like a ridiculous amount of subscribers overnight. I beg every video, and I hate doing that because I know when I watch, I'm like, oh my God, they're asking for subscribers again. But I've watched people have 1 million subscribers and they're still asking for subscribers. So I don't know what point it ends, but I just feel like the videos are free. I'm doing all the work. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for subscription to watch the videos. Everything's out there for everybody. All I'm asking you to do is subscribe. But I can't make people do it. But I keep saying I want to get to 10,000, hoping people will subscribe. But it is what it is. I'll get there. I'll get there. It just makes it more exciting when I do get there because I'm like struggling and climbing to get there. But I'm super excited when it happens. Let's see. Oh, John just got back from his lake house in Georgia. I didn't get an invite. I'm sure you and your wife would love to have me as a guest at your lake house. Where is your lake house? I don't need an address, just like a city. Yeah, I can't wait to get out of this heat here. Today was a nice day, but it's been in the 90s every day here. So Brian says, worth the popularity of the Rykers, you will for sure be get more followers. They will enjoy looking at your past videos too. Oh, thank you, Brian. That's so sweet. Thank you. Bill asks, does my hubby ride a bike too? A very quick answer to that would be no. We'll leave it at that. Grumpy says, I just want to call you Grumps. Grumps says, I have to start dinner. Aw, bye. Tell Tim I said hi. I'll see you guys later. Richard, if Grumpy's still on, even if he's not, go check out. He's got a cool channel. He hasn't put out a video in a long time, but he's got a YouTube channel called Grumpy Ryker, and he is funny. He's got like a very, very dry sense of humor, which I thoroughly enjoy. Thank you, Richard. I will definitely enjoy Georgia. I'm crazy looking forward to that trip. So Gamer421, this channel is about. How did you get on here out of curiosity if you didn't even know what the channel is about? Like, how do people find me? But you're asking a good question. So this channel is about a Can-Am Ryker. It's a 3-wheel motorcycle. And that's what this channel is about. All right. Oh, Denise is on Brian's phone. Hey, Denise. Oh, Steve. How 2 and 5? Good day, mate. He's my friend from Australia. How you doing, Steve? He has some great videos too. Go check out his YouTube channel, Steve's How 2 and 5. He makes really cool 5-minute videos, which is perfect because that's generally the attention span of most people, me included. I know. I can't wait to go hang with you guys, Denise. So Gary says most people are not comfortable with watching a woman work on her own bike. Just be you and do what you're good at. Why would they be uncomfortable? I think most people like it. I don't know. That's interesting. But thank you though. People watch, don't watch. I mean, my channel wasn't started to kind of. I'm thrilled it took the direction it has taken, but that was never the plan of the channel. The plan of the channel was just to throw some stuff out there, and whoever watches. But it kind of just accelerated and did well. So I'm thrilled with how it's going. Itchy Boots has 740,000 subscribers, I'm guessing. Is that what you mean? But so John, I'm guessing the problem with not problem, but I'm never going to get to that level because my channel is so small. It's not even like if I had a general motorcycle channel and I was test riding different motorcycles, I was doing this and doing that, and I was, it would be much different. So Itchy Boots, you've mentioned her before, and she's phenomenal. She has her bike and she rides all over the place and documents her rides and everything. And that's appealing to everybody. Whereas how to fix a Ryker or how to change your oil on a Can-Am Ryker has this big of an audience. Even if every single person that owns a Can-Am Ryker subscribed to my channel, I don't think I would get to that number. So if I wanted to be a huge channel, I wouldn't have chosen, so pigeonholed of being a how to customize a Can-Am Ryker channel. But I'm okay. I like where I am. Lake Sinclair. I'll have to look that up. I have no idea where that is. But I'm sure it's beautiful there. Yes, Denise, you can definitely advertise that I'm coming up. A celebrity. I don't know a celebrity, but you can definitely, yeah, let people know I'm coming up the end of June. And to start we'll start planning some rides. Let's see. Hey, I saw you post running lights on your front wheels. You came back out after dark and tried them out. I looked on Sling Mods, but couldn't find any. So let me read that again. Preston wants to know running lights on your front wheels. So Preston, if you're talking about the ones that actually go on the wheels, I think you are the ones that go from white to red. I think it is. Yeah, white to red. Yeah, those are from Sling Mods. Those are Sling Mods. I forget what they're called. Fender lights, I think they're just called. There should have been a link on my video that will take you to there, because whenever I do an accessory, I always put a link of how to buy it, unless the link is broken for some reason. But I haven't gone on that video or Sling Mods for a long time. But I'll have to check it out. But wow, that's like one of my favorite accessories. So I don't know. I get so many compliments on those. That's one of my favorite things, because I'm all about being seen when I'm out riding, and I definitely want people, cars and bikes or whoever, to know that I'm coming. And so I love that accessory, and I also love my from Custom Spider Works, my the board underneath there, that Halo skid plate. I love that lights up the bottom as well. So it's really cool. But I'll check though. I don't know what's talking about. I definitely got it at Sling Mods, and you want to get it from there because it's made specifically for the wheel, a perfect size, perfect everything. And I've had it on my bike now for probably a year, and it's never come off. It's perfect. I highly recommend it. But I don't know why would they stop selling that if they did. Let me read some more comments. All right, let's see. Thank you, John D. You're so kind. Hey, Miriam. How are you? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Tom's on. Hey, Tom. He was a subscriber of mine from very early on. There's like these core people that have been with me for a very, very long time. Oh, so Denise O'Brien says they're trick LED front fender lights. So if you can't, I would just type that into Google, trick LED front fender lights for the Can-Am Ryker. So maybe Sling Mods doesn't sell them anymore, but Trick LED, they could tell you where to buy them if they don't sell them themselves. Yeah, I would. So Preston, I would just type in Trick LED front fender lights if you can't find them on Sling Mods. Hopefully that should help you. So Miriam says, everybody that I know love it. Loves what? The LED lights? Yes, Ed, I remodeled the laundry room. I've moved. If you haven't heard, yeah, I've moved. This is my new house. We downsized, and this is much more affordable and much more cozy. I like it. It's great. I love this house. So now you're in my kitchen. So I need to do a better job of making sure this is all kind of I don't know. I'm trying to get you guys a nicer outlook here. Let's see. Hey, Brian, do you know who sells those? I like them. So Preston, we're talking about the front fender lights. They're either from Sling Mods or You could Google them, the Trick LED front fender lights. I need to get on my page now and find it. There should be a link on my YouTube channel. So Michael says, take a chance on the ultimate seat from Sling Mods. It is super comfortable. I agree. I can't think of the factory one that was uncomfortable, but this was a huge improvement. I agree. Just seeing how long to see this while you're lamenting. So, sorry, I just got distracted by now I have to check. So, someone messaged me on Instagram. Just seeing how long till you see this while I'm never. Steve, I found it. So that was 8:48, Steve. It took me exactly 1 second. All right, so it's so cool. So Steve is from Australia, and we're like, he sees like technology just still like blows my mind. So Steve in Australia is watching me live in the stream, and then he's texting me through Instagram, and I'm messaging him instantaneously through Instagram. It's just so cool how it just shows, you know, I don't know. It's just amazing how small the world really is, and how we're all the same, and like, you know, it's so nice. It's just such a nice feeling. All right, let's see. Let me catch up here. Yeah, so back to Michael's comment about the ultimate seat from Sling Mods. I've sat on that. I was blown away by how comfortable that seat is. I'm also blown away by the price tag of these seats. You know, it's like $1,000 for a seat, and you know, that's like, you know, a tenth of what I paid for. Like, it's just so ridiculous, the price of these things. I would love a new seat, but I need to be able to have the back of my Maxima open for the accessories, for the luggage, for that kind of stuff, for my backrest. So I don't know how to figure all that out, but I would like a new seat. That would be cool. Let's see. Counting down the days. Sling Mods has a new version of those front. Oh, really, John? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh my God, John! Please tell me that they have the new fender lights. Do they blink when you put your blinker on? Because that was my biggest question to them, was why can't, when I put my blinker on, it would be so nice if those kind of had that that it lights up and blinks. It flashes when you're turning from, you know, right or left. So John, please tell me that is included with this new setup, because I will buy it tomorrow. That is really cool. First of all, I love that John D is so involved with the Ryker community and with my channel. He doesn't even own a Ryker. Like, one day I think he'll get one, but he just likes the environment, likes the community. So it's just so cool. Oh, thank you, Miriam. You're saying that everyone likes my channel. Thank you so much. I try hard, so I don't really try. I try hard on my videos, but what you see is what you get. Like Denise will tell you, or Brian, or John, or whatever. But this is who I am. I think when you meet me, if whoever meets me, I'm like this all the time. This is my personality. This is what you see is what you get. I'm not like one person for YouTube and then another person. This is just I love life. I have a good time, and I just only want to surround myself with good people, like-minded individuals. So I try to really have a good life and be around positive people. And to me, that's the only way to live, really. Be good to others, and you know, that's just how it goes. All right, so Sling Mode's a new version. Okay. All right, let me catch up again. Brian, most people was two strongest. a statement. Some people is probably more appropriate. Being an old geezer, seeing a woman work on her own bike isn't common. It sounds like you're not a big fan of mine, Jerry. I think she was making just a euphemism, just like a general statement saying everybody loves your channel. I don't think she was being like everybody in the whole world loves my channel. Of course not. I'm sure there's plenty of people that watch my channel and are like, no, I hate her voice. I hate the way her eyebrows move. No, I'm not for everybody. But I don't know. I gotta, Jerry, I have to make a comment now because you're an old geezer, okay? I don't know what that means, but obviously you're older than I am. But seeing a woman work on her bike, no, it's not that common. I think that's why my channel is doing well, is because one, I'm empowering women to also work on their bike and do their thing. And also I think men enjoy seeing a woman working on their bike. I think that's like the coolest thing ever. But guys, if you're watching, I don't know. I have, out of my subscribers, 90% of them are male. So I think I think that number may even be higher. So I think you're slightly off with that comment saying men don't like it or in general, because 90% of my viewers are male. There's very few females that actually watch the channel. And there's very few women that have bikes, so it's all relative. But I think 7,500 people might disagree with you. But you're entitled to your opinion, and I appreciate you're on here. I appreciate that you watch, for sure. Let's see. All right, maybe a nice hanging backdrop. All right, so Ryker Parking only wants me to get a backdrop. So do you guys want me to get a backdrop? I can easily go get a green screen, and I can be in like, I could have, an Icelandic waterfall in my backdrop. Or do you prefer the mess of my kitchen? So let's hear what you guys have to say. Let's see, Preston, the Sling Mod website to purchase. So John D, who like knows more about Ryker stuff than me, it seems. For $1,000, it includes two backrests, or fits the Sling Mod's top case. Yeah, that's the thing. It has to fit the Sling Mod top case. I cannot give up my storage, the little bit that I have. Oh, that's pretty cool. Dale made his own suicide shifter. That's pretty cool. So Dale makes his own suicide shifter. So contact him, Dale Shirah, Shirah. So he makes them cheaper. If you want to check out his stuff, hit him up. Oh my God, John D says yes. It blinks and is completely plug and play. I'm pretty sure not the new. Pretty sure check out the new video. Man, I harassed them about that a year ago. That's so cool. That is so cool. Yeah. Denise on here also has the ultimate seat, and she absolutely loves it. Let's see. Let's see. John's busy deleting comments. I can't wait to hear what all these comments were, John. Call me after, let me know. Let's see. I am always on a spider. Oh, that's cool. I'm looking forward. Pretty soon, I'm going to test ride the Spider RS. RS? I forget which model it was that I want. No, not the RS. The FS. Yeah, I test drove the RT, and now I want to test drive the FS, the smaller one. John D. Says, Jerry, I am older than you, and my wife is a mechanic and better driver. I love women in couples riding. Absolutely. Power to your wife, John. That's awesome. He's old school. It's okay. It's, everyone has their opinions. I get it. I get where he's coming from. I get where Jerry's coming from. The older generation, women didn't ride, period. It's unheard of for women to be on a bike, never mind have her license and ride. I get it. So it's a little bit unnerving. Not unnerving, it just doesn't seem natural. I get it. That's how you grew up, and that's how you've only seen things, and then now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, especially with Can-Am, Can-Am has tons of women riders. More demographically speaking, Can-Am statistically has more women riders than any other motorcycle group, more than Honda, more than Harley's, more than anything Can-Am does, because it's 3 wheels, because we feel more comfortable on it. It's automatic. It's easy to learn. And women are coming out of the woodwork and getting bikes and getting their license now. And it's a huge industry now because of Can-Am. And but I totally respect Jerry's comment, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. And I get it. If that's something you just haven't seen, and all of a sudden now there's women riders and then women working on their own bike, it's like, I get it. It's what you're used to. But we're here and we're staying, so get used to it. Let's see. Brian, so back to the LED lights. John D looked it up, and they do sell them on Sling Mods. They're just out of stock right now. And Sling Mods is upgrading them. This is good for you to know too, Denise, that they've upgraded them now, according to John, and they have the turn signals. So they flash when you use your turn signals, according to John D. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I want to try the... John's like all over me. He knows exactly what's going on in my head. Yes, it's the F3 Spider I want to try out. Thank you, John. Let's see. All right, so Dale, who is selling suicide shifters that he custom makes, he can be found on Instagram. And he's also based out of Florida. I'm not. I'm only copying what he says. I've never seen his suicide shift. I've never even seen a picture of it, so I'm not like for or against it. I'm not promoting it. I'm just reading what he's saying. I'm trying to help him out, but again, I've never tested it. All right, Neil. Every time you come on, I can't pronounce the name. I love that you say it, because every time I try to pronounce it, so I'm gonna try to pronounce where Neil's from. Saskatchewan. I think I said it. Saskatchewan. Welcome, Neil from Saskatchewan. I think I said it right. Thank you so much for liking my new rap. I had someone comment recently saying, I liked it better the other way. What do I do with that information? I appreciate your opinion, but I can't put it back. It was peeling off. It needed to be replaced. So I wanted a whole new look. When you put a wrap on a bike, it really feels like you have a whole new bike. It's really cool. So Rick says, that's what I first saw about your channel is your courage to work on your spider and your knowledge on the Riker. So keep it up. You mean to work on my Riker? Yeah, thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. Yeah, I am. I get in it. I'm not afraid to tackle a project. And like I said earlier, I have. I did. Excuse me. I did my. I did my CVT belt recently, and that was an intense project. And like I say, like any major project like that, any project I do, I always let myself, what's the worst that could happen? Worst that could happen is I have to get it towed or to a dealership, and they'll do it themselves. So, all right. So yeah, why not try things? It's fun. It's fun to get your hands dirty. Fun to I just like it. It's not for everybody though, and I appreciate that. Again, John D. with the facts and figures and stats and quotes. The first woman to get a motorcycle license was 1937 in Washington, D.C. That is a cool, fast fact from John D. 1937, that was not that long ago. I mean, it really wasn't. If you think about it in terms of the history, that was the first person to get her license. And so think about how far we've come, 1937 to now, where I have my license, I have a bike, I have my own YouTube channel, and my work on my. It's crazy in that period of time. How far women have come and with everything, but with that industry especially. War Ready, interesting name. Hello, welcome, Charles Williams. What's up from Illinois? Welcome to the channel. War Ready, welcome back. That's why I do it. You nailed it. I think you're referring to doing the projects and how good it feels to get the project done and what's the worst thing that can happen. It's kind of hard to follow. It's weird. Like we're trying to have this conversation. Okay, so now yeah, it's kind of weird because I'm talking and you guys are texting, but it's not in line with each other. By the time I get to it, I don't know what you're referring to sometimes. It says, all right, let's see. Charles says, just put my, oh, you just put your deposit down to get a rally. That's so cool. When are you going to get it, Charles? Is there still a really big backlog? I know people are waiting months to get their bikes now. So Michael says the reason why, one of the reasons he bought a Ryker so that his wife could hold on, I lost my spot here, that his wife would be able to drive it. She hasn't even ridden with me driving it in 2 months. Maybe if you tell her to get on it, she will. Okay, ready? Sarah, come on, get on it. Especially as a passenger. I mean, I love riding my own bike, but Sarah, there's nothing, I think, more romantic. This is my idea of romance. You're on the back of someone. You're in the back of your husband's bike or someone you love, right? You're the back. They're riding in the front, and then at a stoplight, they've got their hand on your thigh, they're rubbing your leg a little bit, telling you they love you. You guys are whispering. I don't know, man. I find a guy. This goes against everything I just said a second ago, but I find it awesome when the guy is riding, and then I'm in the back, and I don't know. I feel very safe. I feel like he's in charge. I don't know. This topic's getting off a little bit, but Sarah, come on, get on the back of his bike and ride. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I don't, if you don't want to ride alone, but at least go with him. I have another friend of mine that got a Ryker, and his wife said that she would ride on it with him all the time, and she never got on it either. The bottom line is get the bike that you want, not the bike that you think your spouse might like, because, you know, ultimately it's your bike. So was that good, Sarah? And if you do get on it, Sarah, I want to hear the story. So somehow find a way to message me and tell me what your experience was getting on the bike for the first time with him, and how you liked it. And don't forget, when you're riding, you know, keep your hand on Sarah's leg, because she's going to like that. Let's see. Just an update. I changed out my rocks 3.5 to 5-inch extension. So Ron, Mr. Consumer, does Rocks Risers make a 5-inch extension? I only thought they did up to a 2-inch extension. So when you switched out your extension, the 5-inch was by Rocks, because I didn't think they made them that long for the 7/8 inch. If so, I would like to increase mine too. Mine's the 2-inch, and it just doesn't feel like it's enough. I would like another couple inches, so I would definitely look into that. Hey, Coach. How far have you driven in one drive? Like, how many miles without stopping? Oh, how far have I gone without stopping? Maybe an hour and a half. I mean, I need gas. Is that what you're referring to? Or I guess I'm a little confused about your question, because I've driven 12 hours in one day, without stopping. Well, you know, you stop for food, you stop for gas, you stop whatever, but I've driven like 12 hours in one day. And surprisingly, I was totally fine. It depends for me where I'm driving, because if I'm driving, I don't want to diss Florida, but when I'm driving in Florida, it's so flat and so boring. And especially if you're riding on the highway, it's like, it literally puts me to sleep. But when I go to Georgia and I'm riding around the mountains and every turn is like a brand new, exciting thing for me to see, I can ride all day. But I can only go as far as my tank of gas will allow me. But I like to stop. I take pictures, you know, smell the roses. If there's an orange tree, I get out and smell the oranges. Like I like stopping. I like stopping, taking pictures, enjoying the scenery, stretching my legs. So 12 hours of riding is probably equivalent to actually 7 hours on the bike, maybe less. I mean, I'm not sure if that answers your question, so a little confused what you meant by that. That the new firm is. So I know, Denise, we should, I wish Sling Mods had like a trade-in that we could trade in our old fender lights for the new ones, because I definitely want those. Ryker Parking only says I pronounced Saskatchewan correctly. I'm so impressed with myself. I've been working on that, because every time it gets on the channel, it's like, hey, I'm from Saskatchewan. I was like, yeah, let's get school. So I'm happy. My pleasure, Michael. Thank you so much. Spidey says thanks. So Charles has 5 weeks before it arrives. Well, you know what? You'd just be in the throes of riding season, so at least you're getting it now versus the end of the season. So 5 weeks. I don't know if I mean, the anticipation of waiting 5 weeks, that's such a long time to wait. But you'd be so happy. It'd make you appreciate it more when it comes in. I hate when people retract their comments, because I'm always like, I wonder what he wrote. So Charles retracted a comment. John retracted a comment. I'm like, well, what was there? I want to like reverse it and see what people wrote. So Charles asked, what exhaust am I rocking now? I am rocking the Can-Am original stock exhaust. What up? I had on, as you know, their Brandon King exhaust, and it was so loud. It just wasn't for me. People love a loud exhaust. I did not love the loud exhaust. And I ended up raffling it off, or not raffling it off, doing a giveaway and giving it away because it just did not work for me. But I've heard really good things about the silver exhaust. I think that's how you pronounce it. It has two baffles on it, and it's very customizable, and you can adjust it. You can take it off. If you want it loud, there's one little screw in there. You could leave it on, and it's quieter. So I might be checking that out soon because I have heard good things about that. What are you rocking? The exhaust is such a, like anything else with the bike, the exhaust is so customizable. The bike is so customizable, and everybody does what makes them feel good about their bike and look good and sound good. And the exhaust to me is one of the most personal things you can do to a bike because people either love it or they hate it. And it's such a unique personal preference. So yeah, it's interesting. Ask questions. Question me away. I like questions. Pop question. Thank you so much for the free ad. I can be found under. All right, so Dale is he can be found on Instagram under showtrod.ds. Huh. You might want to think of an easier name to remember. That's kind of hard. Let's see. Chris is on. Mr. Jupiter. Yeah. I was in Chris's backyard practically, knocking on his door, and he's like, I don't want to come out and play. I'm going to lay on the couch and watch TV. But that's okay. You're entitled, Chris. I missed you, though. We were at a restaurant near his house in Jupiter today. You were missed. I thought the 3.5 would do it, but I just wasn't seeing the way. So, Ron, so Rox does make the 5-inch risers. I'm looking forward to looking that up. Oh, thank you, Dale. That's so cool. All right, so there's 21 of you on here. Quick vote. Just answer yes or no. And I would love everyone's opinion on here. Because to me, you guys are my core people. The people who show up for these kind of things, you guys are my core subscribers. So my question to you is this. I'm constantly trying to figure out what to do with my channel. And would you like it more if I did, it's going to be multiple parts. So the first question is, would you like it if I did more riding vlogs? Just a quick yes or no. And I'm not going to criticize your answer. It's a very personal choice. It seems like when I do anything other than a modification to the bike, I don't seem to get as many views. So yes or no to riding vlogs. I'm just riding around Florida talking. So if everyone can kind of just give me a yes or no. No is a totally cool answer. So don't just say yes because you think that's what I want to hear. And then after I get some answers in, then I'll come back and ask a second question. Ryker Parking Only says, from the Rox Riser website, yes, they have 5-inch risers on the website and says they are extremely limited. Interesting. Someone also said on the Rox website, it says they're not meant for the Can-Am Ryker. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, I have them on my bike, and they do. What I do notice with the Rox risers is my handlebars, after months of riding, they kind of fall down a little bit. Like I can never get the bolts tight enough, and then it falls down a little bit where it's almost like hitting my gas tank, and then I have to like lift it up and retighten it, and then it stays that way for a few months, and then it kind of slowly slips back down. That's the only problem I have with it, but not enough for me not to love them. But I would like another couple inches would be great. I think I'm missing a couple things here. Let's see. It says here's the Rox 5-inch. They are very difficult to find. 5-inch Rox riser speed FX. That's interesting. You should be able to buy them right from the Rox riser website. Let's see. Rick says his wife loves her FSS in Daytona. It's her first was a GS. Oh, very cool. Right. I'm the same way. Yeah, I have a video. I was in Georgia last year riding in the mountains, and I thought I had enough. I guess I just didn't really know how far I was going to be, so I rode into the mountains. I thought I had plenty of gas without realizing I had to come back out of the mountain. And oh my God, that was really scary. I was down to, we figured it out, I was down to a thimble of gas, which is not good for your bike to get that low. And I did not have to push my bike in. I have a whole video on it of my instrument cluster went completely blank. There was no, it was just kind of tired. It just said, I'm not giving you any more warnings. You're done. Yeah, I'm just sick of you. It goes totally blank when you have no gas. And then I kind of documented how many miles you have. When that light goes on, I think you have 1 gallon of gas left. So I documented the whole experience because I thought, okay, I would never intentionally do this, but since it's happening anyway, I might as well let you guys know what happened. So it's an interesting video about me running out of gas. Let's see. Charles says, I had wrote 5 weeks, so I rewrote it to give you context. Thanks, Charles. Now I'm not curious about it anymore. You know, I'll be up tonight going, I wonder what he retracted. Wow. And so Brian and Denise, they did a 1,000 miles in a 24-hour period called the Iron Butt. Have you guys heard of that? That's cool. I'm not sure I would do it on the Ryker. I know people who have done on the Ryker, but I would definitely do it on a Spider, but I'm not sure I would ride 1,000 miles in 24 hours on my Ryker. God, that's a cool challenge, though. That's pretty impressive. All right, so now we've got some answers. So Ron says riding plus mod videos. Yeah, it's not going to be one or the other, just kind of like a break. I'm going to put some out just to see how it goes, but I never get a good response. John says no, do the same number of riding blogs, which means what, none? Because I haven't done it in a really long time. Michael says, I like the mod vids. Yeah, it seems to be the general consensus. I'm not very good, to be perfectly honest. I'm not a very good vlogger. I find it weird to kind of have this conversation with myself while I'm riding, and then I'm just not. People that do it, I'm very impressed by how natural it sounds, and I don't know if they're doing voiceovers or if they're actually doing it while they're doing it. It's very tough, and I say a lot, trying to stop. So Rick says he has the Two Brothers exhaust with the cat, and my wife has Two Brothers with the cat delete. It's loud. Yes, yeah. For the brief moment I had my my exhaust on, the Brandon King exhaust, I had to wear earplugs when I was on the highway. And one time I forgot when I was riding to have the earplugs in. It sounded really cool, don't get me wrong. But I rode for an hour on the highway without earplugs with that loud exhaust. And I came home and I swear I had hearing loss. And I felt like almost like my ears were bleeding. That's the intense pain that I had from it. It was really, really very hard on my ears. But I think my ears are more sensitive than other people's ears, possibly. That high pitch really affected me. So John says there's other risers that you can buy that are made for snowmobiles that also can be used on the Rikers. They go up to 8 inches. That'd be way too. You'd be sitting like this riding. Beep 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 beep. Yeah, so I think Ron, that's a great idea. I really should use Loctite. I don't know why I have it. I don't know why. Did you use the red or the blue Loctite? Because I don't like using I think it's the red that is more permanent, and I'm always hesitant to use that because I feel like that's really going to kind of cement it in, so to speak. So Tom says, yes, love riding blogs. But I don't ride beside me on Ryker Parking Only says that he has a custom cherry bomb exhaust that he made himself. And but it doesn't bother him, but he's also not riding next to himself when he rides. So when I ride with you in Georgia, I'm going to let you know. Yeah, two things that I'm sensitive about is when people's bikes, when they have these huge speakers, and no matter where you're riding near them, you have to hear their music. And when there's a terribly loud exhaust, you can't hear, your own music in your helmet because the person's exhaust is so loud. Like, to me, it's almost like an invasion of my ear space. Like, I don't know. It's weird. I'm weird, I guess. So Ryker Parking Only says he just put up the wiring diagram for the 2019 on the Ryker Parking Only Facebook page. What's a wiring diagram? Do you mean where to plug things into, John? But please, yeah. So Ryker Parking Only, he has a couple of videos out there, but he just posted something else. He has a cool YouTube channel called Ryker Parking Only, but more popular is his Facebook group called Ryker Parking Only. And he just posted a diagram of the wiring diagram for the 2019 Ryker. And what's cool about the Ryker Parking Only page, it is literally for Rikers only. You have to own a Ryker in order to be in the group. And you have to kind of show a picture on your Facebook page of yourself on a Ryker. So that way, that's what makes his channel a little more unique, because his Facebook page a little more unique, because it is you're not having people ask questions like, hey, where can I buy a Ryker? It's strictly for people that own a Ryker and have questions about a Ryker, and that's it. And the other thing that's interesting about his page is you can't double post. Like, for example, when I put out a video on YouTube, I'll blast it on like five different Facebook pages to make sure everybody kind of gets it and sees it, which can be kind of annoying because you go on Facebook, it's like Ryker Rides, Ryker Rides, Ryker Rides. It's like, why did you post it so many times? So on his channel, his rule is, because he's the moderator, he's designed the channel, the Facebook page, and his rule is you can't post. If you post it someplace else, you can't post on his channel. So his page is unique. If there's a post on there, it's not going to be anyplace else. So I think that's kind of cool. That's my little plug for Ryker Parking Only. Movie time with the family now. You're awesome. Keep up the great work. Charles, thank you so much. Go enjoy. I'm going to hang up in a minute anyway. It's been 2 hours. I kind of go into the conversation, fizzles out, and then I change it. So the other question I have for everyone is, I'm thinking about doing like a 5-minute Mondays or quick tip Tuesdays or something like that. I'm trying to think of something catchy. Sorry, and of just like a real quick video of questions people have asked me, and I'll answer it in a quick video on one of those days, like Quick Tip Tuesday. So, for example, someone might have asked me, and I'm starting to write down these questions so I can do it. Someone might have asked me, I don't know, can you show me what's the best way to reverse or something like that, just a random thing. So I'll take the question, the person's name, and say, okay, Cindy from wherever wants to know how to reverse. So I'm going to do a quick video of how to reverse. So there's a lot of questions, specifically would be like new people questions and new owners that have questions that maybe have been asked a million times, but they want to see it. So I'm thinking about doing something like that, like a Quick Tip Tuesdays. I don't know. Is that something that you think would be interesting to watch? It kind of, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something to do to kind of mix up the channel a little bit. Miriam, good night. Thank you so much. It was nice seeing you. Well, I didn't see you, but it's nice reading your posts. Let's see. Really? What happened? Okay. So can you guys still hear me? Yeah. Okay. What happened is someone FaceTimed me on my phone and it went directly to my computer and shut everything down for you guys. So I apologize. I don't know what happened. Okay. So let me just finish up this chat and then I'll let everybody go and go about their evenings. Thank you so much. In case we get disconnected at all, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming on here and making this an awesome channel. If it wasn't for you guys, there would be nothing. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love these live chats. I love just jumping on and getting to know everybody. Let me let me just finish up here with some last minute stuff. Okay, yes. Ron, you're right. Use the blue Loctite. Don't ever use red unless you're not going to remove it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I use as well. Let's see. John D, I think you're a little biased, but thank you very much. Rick, there's RTL. I got it. So Ryker parking only. So it's the and he has a link on here too. His name is the blue one with the wrench. It says every wire, each color, where they go, how everything connects. Very, very cool. And he posted a link to his page on there. So go check that out. That's pretty cool. Charles, good night. Enjoy your movie. Anthony's from Mississippi. Thank you so much, Anthony. You're it's funny, you realize you're the only state that everyone sings how to spell it. I look at Mississippi, MISSISSIPP. You're the only state I know that people like. I see the name and I instantly want to sing it. I need to find the Ryker parking only Facebook. I can't find it. So Deaf Ryker Rider, if you scroll down, there's a link on there he put for you. So let me know if you're able to get on Deaf Riker Rider. Also, do you have a Facebook, a YouTube channel, Deaf Riker Rider? If so, I mean, anybody who has anything going on, feel free to plug it here. I'm always willing to help everybody else out. Miriam, good night. We already said good night, but thank you again. Softball by Fats. Hello from California. Yes, I have a new home. So I'm out of the laundry room and into the kitchen. I need like a backdrop or something cool back here so you don't have to see my messy kitchen. But I did get a cool mic though. I love my mic. I couldn't wait to go live so I could try out my mic. Jump more live chats. Yeah, I would like to do more live chats. Softball by Fat. Sorry, I'm late. I was putting on my wrap from the last couple of hours. I did my own wrap. I know exactly how that feels. That took me it was 2.5 days to do my wrap. Good for you doing it yourself. It's gonna be awesome when it's done, I'm sure. Healer, hello, good day. So I'm curious what your wrap is gonna look like. The wrapping thing is cool. It makes you feel like you've got a whole new bike. It's awesome. Rick, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Can I have Blue Jacket host? I don't know what you mean. Looking like a bad girl. All right. Oh, Kevin Perry just got on. We're just ending the chat. It's been 2 hours and 17 minutes, Kevin. You're late to the game, but I appreciate you jumping on, though. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll get on in a couple days. Maybe I'll get on. I'll get on again soon. Yeah, definitely. I want to see the wrap. That's cool. I love seeing everybody's wrap. All right, I'm gonna. This sounds like a great opportunity to kind of wrap everything up and say good nights. Be well. Happy Saturday night. Thanks for spending your Saturday night with me. It's always fun to hang out with you guys. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And I look forward to hanging out with you again very soon. And I'll see you on Thursday. I'm going to spend the next couple of hours trying to edit and make Thursday's video look good for you guys. So I'll see you then. I'll see you online. I'll see you around town. I'll see you on the road. And again, if you're going to be in Georgia, I'll be there on the end of June to towards the end of July for a month. So if you're able, you're in that area and you want to ride, let me know. You can find me on Facebook under Best Riker Rides. You can find me on Instagram under Riker Rides. So I'll see you later. Be good to each other. Be kind. All that kind of stuff. Ride safe. And again, thank you for watching. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And have a wonderful night. Bye.